Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher, coming back here with you with an update. For those of you who, sorry, I'm getting really work. For those of you who saw me briefly this morning, talking to you about watching this video where the release to the released Israeli hostages, and one of the released hostages' wife was thanking President Trump for getting them released. And so, and I kept, and I remember I said in the video, hey, I was trying to figure out what does NRCC mean. I said, y'all, I want to find out what NRCC means, because this was a dinner. He was up there in his little tuxedo. They were up there and they were like thanking him. And I kept saying to myself, he didn't get them released. Biden was working on that a week before the inauguration. And I even put an article in my description and in the comment section that showed the date, January 18th, where it said, hey, Biden has secured an Israeli-Hamas ceasefire. They're going to exchange Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners. And I remember, I gotta go find it, when Trump tried to take credit for it, and everybody got in like the tweets and stuff, was like, no, sir, you're not even the president yet. You ain't had nothing to do with this. By the way, there's still 59 more Israeli hostages that need to be released. So when I saw these people, I was like, okay, is these new hostages he helped release? Or are these the ones from before? Because I was like, wait a minute, sir. You ain't had nothing to do with that. So I found evidence. I'm gonna find some more evidence too. But guess what I found out, y'all, when I clicked on NRCC, y'all? So it sent me to the House of Representatives. And on this particular page of the House of Representatives, it said National Republican Congressional Committee. National Republican Congressional Committee. So basically, then there was a link, and it took me to their website. I'll put the website in here later on so I can go visit. Basically, the National Republican Congressional Committee, their whole function is to fundraise, to get money to help more Republicans get elected to the House of Representatives. Okay, that's their whole function. And this is a member of Congress is kind of like their chairperson. They serve for 2 consecutive terms on this committee. So it's a present member of Congress in the House of Representatives who is a Republican. They chair this committee, and they have these fundraisers, and they do other things to get more of their members in Congress, in the House of Representatives. So I kept trying to figure out, why were these people up here thanking Trump when they really should have been thanking Biden? And it was like, oh, because this was a fundraiser. They were drumming up money. So guess what? They needed to talk about things that were good and happy that was associated with Trump. Because right now, it's called the coattail effect. All the people who came in with Trump because of who he is, they like Trump, and all the people who were Republican, they came in with him. But now, also, when he does bad stuff, there's a coattail effect too. There are other people who don't like the other Republicans. But since the overall function of the NRCC is to get their Republican members elected, they had to put on this little show for them. And like I said in my previous video, I'm happy these people were released. I am. But they either were pressured or paid or were made persuaded that, hey, it wasn't Biden, it was President Trump. And another video so y'all can like hear what they said that made me like pause, because I was like, why are they saying stuff that I feel like was someone told them to say, or someone kept repeating it to them, so they're saying it out loud? Because I was like, I know for a fact Biden was working on this before he left, left for office. And I said, no, this is not the work of Trump. And I'm like, and so, but remember, this is a fundraiser. Okay? So, hey, Lindsay. So I'm listening to this, and I'm like, okay, I gotta come back on here and give everybody an update. I know people talking about the tariffs. He wrote another executive order again. He put a 90-day pause on all 75 countries, but he increased the tariff on China. The U.S. put 104% tariff on China yesterday. But this morning, China was like, oh, bet. Uno reverse, 84% tariff on the United States. So now this afternoon, he's like, oh, I'm putting 125% tariff on China. And I'm thinking to myself, your suits is made in China. A lot of our clothes is made in China. What's the price going to be tomorrow? I'm betting China going to come back with 100. Just yeah. Because he wants to play this trade war. But I'm like, sir, they got 1 billion people over there. Okay, it's a communist country. That man has a lot more control over that population than you think you have over here. You flexing your muscles now, but we do have some checks and balances. They're not playing with him. So, but I just thought like the thing is to me it's not like, oh, they made a mistake. To me, I feel like this was just an open ass flash lie. He had nothing to do with them being released. And they're thanking him. And I'm thinking like, at first I thought it was an Israeli or Jewish dinner that they were honoring him at. No, it was an NRCC fundraiser. I said, look at this. They did this to get some people's money. So if any of y'all, if you know some Republicans, you know some people in Congress, you know some bigger YouTubers, please share this video with them, because some folks got cheated out their money. Because that man did not help release those people. He did not. Now, I hope he do something for the 59 that's still held hostage. But you coming on here saying, oh, what? Okay, here's the video. Y'all can watch it yourself where they thank him. I'm going to put it in the... Why is this not working? Okay, here's a video where they are thanking him, and then here's the article that I show you proof that he had nothing to do with that prison exchange and freeing those people. And you notice that he anything Biden did before he left, he is overruling it or he's pulling it back. But this is the one thing he didn't do. He didn't pull this back. Okay? He's taking credit for it. Basically plagiarism. Taking credit for somebody else's work that already did it. Reagan was given too much credit when the hostages from the U.S. hostages from Iran were released on Inauguration Day. Former President Jimmy Carter was working on that up until Inauguration Day. It took him a long time, but he got them free. Oh my goodness, y'all. Don't fall for the okie doke. They telling lies, but I know the truth. They've been telling lies, but I know the truth. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm, y'all. Oof. It's a fundraiser. They did it because it's a fundraiser. They were trying to raise some. Had them people up there thanking him. I'm so happy. I'm happy. I'm his wife, and I'm so happy you got my husband out. And I'm just listening to these people, and I'm just like, and they probably was really sincere. They meant that. And I'm like, y'all thinking the wrong president. Y'all really thinking the wrong president. And then he still want to turn Gaza into the Riviera of the Middle East. I'm like, do you know Palestinians is living there? So you want to help Israel displace them and take more land from them? You don't care at all? I just like, fix it, Jesus. That was Mama Oya. All the gods of all the pantheons of all the religions. Everybody need to be on deck right now. Everybody need to be on deck. Okay. Here is also I put a copy of my last commentary I did this morning in my description as well. So please check it out. But yeah, I want y'all to go just y'all just don't know. I was listening to this and I said, and it was like I can't understand it. You know, I just couldn't understand. Like y'all was having a dinner, y'all invited him. You wanted to thank him for freeing you, and he actually had nothing to do with it. I hope when Netanyahu came over here the other day, I hope you talked to him about having another ceasefire and releasing some more hostages. I really hope you did, sir. I'm just like, is this real? So, I'm sorry. I think I got one more. This is either my. This might be their link. Hold on. But I'm just like, fix it, Jesus. But thank y'all so much. Thank you, Lizzie, for being on my duty. Thank you for those of you who are watching from the bushes or the clouds. Thank you for those of you going to watch the replay. But please, read the article, watch the video of them thanking him, and the actual whole dinner is a lot longer, and I had to get myself in my right mindset to watch the whole thing, because the part that I watched was someone had uploaded, I think it was the Hindustan Times, I think, or the Times of India, because they were on their, they had posted just them. It's about 9 minutes, and they were just thanking him, and I was like, why is he getting that? And this is the thing too. This is why I think not a lot of people are reporting it, but I think I'm gonna keep on it for a little bit more. Maybe it'll gain some traction, because I'm just like, y'all had a dinner and y'all invited some Israeli hostages, and y'all brought them to a place you know for a fact that someone can dispute what you did. I'm looking y'all didn't want this in the news. Y'all didn't want this. I'm looking at all the other news that's going through my feed. This one is not a lot. It's not a lot was going. It's there is another federal judicial ruling, by a Trump appointee judge that said, "Hey, you got to stop them deportations under the Aliens Enemies Act of 1798." So I was like, "Okay, all right." The Congressional Hispanic Caucus did have a conference earlier today, and they said, and they had Abrego Garcia's wife there, and they said one of them, I forget what his name is. He said he's going to contact the president of El Salvador and to check on the status of, is he in the place? Is he safe? Is he eating? Is he sick? Is he alive? And they want to talk to him personally to see if they can figure out how to get him released, because they realize, like, hey, the government, especially Trump, is not doing anything about it. So they are definitely using their voices and their power and their, to do something about it. So I hope it does work out. His lawyer is also still working on his case. So it's just, yeah. So y'all. I'm just at this point, I'm just. So definitely please like, share, if you know you got some Republicans in your family, pass to them. Or somebody in the government, some Democrat high up. Should I at Hakeem Jeffries? I'm like, y'all need to go. I don't want to bother Biden because he probably there, he relaxing himself. But sir, can you come out here like Obama did and just be saying, hey, it was me. It was all me. Like, come on. But he probably relaxing himself. Him and Jill, they probably, probably dodging calls of his son that get on his nerve that he pardoned him. But, just like, this was, they thanked him. And he had nothing to do with it. I'm gonna find that tweet he did right after they announced that the U.S. negotiated a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. He gonna go over there to we did a really great work. Like, you had nothing to do with it. You take other folks' credit. Hey, Black Anonymous, how you doing? Ooh. What did you say? And Trump is exhausted. Yes, he's exhausted, more exhausted than Umar. At least Umar gives you something like he does, but it's in some ways that's true. But the only thing is, they both Umar and you might want to check out my video where I talk about both of them, because both of them are narcissists. And the thing is, Umar is affecting people. One, his children, the mother of his children, his supporters, and the little sphere that he has of influence, and he's affecting them negatively. And he's in his straight up narcissism because he wants to be the center of everything. Everyone else's fault. And with Trump, it's the same thing. That's why he's surrounding himself this time with loyalists. They're all talking like him. They're not even qualified for the job. They're just there because he'll do what they want them to say. And it's like he doesn't want any dissent. That's why they're trying to kick out and deport these international students for voicing their opinion, which is guaranteed by the First Amendment, freedom of speech. And then you want to deport illegal immigrants. You said, "Oh, we're only going to deport the criminals first," but now you're like, "Oh no, we're deporting all of them." And I'm just like, wait a minute. Then you're coming after the colleges, you don't want them to do or say certain things, and it's just like, so his, so basically, Trump's sphere of influence is much bigger. It's the United States, but him doing these trade wars and tariffs and stuff, he's trying to affect the whole freaking world. He's still on this whole Panama thing. He got the Secretary of Defense down there in Panama. He over there talking about we gonna work together because China is a threat to the Panama Canal. Really? When was the last time y'all heard China was trying to do something in the Panama Canal? No one talked about the Panama Canal until Trump said so. Same thing with Greenland. Why are you trying to acquire Greenland? Why are you talking to Canada tomorrow? Oh, we want y'all to be the 51st state. They got like, I forget how many provinces, or that's what they call their states there. And I'm just like, the arrogancy. It's just like, it's everybody else's fault. It's not ours. It's not his. But he won't take credit for this because it was all him. Just like when Umar was trying to talk about all the stuff he did for his daughter. And I'm like, sir, show me the pictures so I know it's real. Show me the studies, I know it's real. Yeah, just making up stuff. Just making up stuff. But let me get out here. I've been talking enough. So if I get any more updates or find more information, I'll definitely come back on here. Thank you, Black Anonymous. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you to those watching in the bushes and the clouds. And those who are going to watch this on the replay. What did you put? He said, if MAGA is mad for having to press 1 for English and 2 for Spanish, what would they do? Exactly. What you gonna do? But he done made the official language English and stuff. But like in New York, when I lived in New York, there were so many more languages out there. If you're Filipino, I think they speak Tagalog or something like that. And I'm like, sir, y'all, and then it's not even getting into like the Haitian Creole, the Louisiana Creole, the Gula Sea Islands. So, but I'll talk to y'all later. If any of y'all want to use my link for a discount on this StreamYard, y'all. Here is the information. Okay. Y'all please check out Black Anonymous's YouTube channel. Okay. Some great information over there, and Black Anonymous's blog. So I'll talk to y'all later. I need to charge this phone too. I don't want to go out. Yeah, he's ignorant. Straight up. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Whew.